So we're in the record training room. We thought we'd take the opportunity to show you the record Coronet Envoy. So it's new to the record range and weighs in at impressive 140 kgs. So the setup you see at the moment is including the bed extension and the bolt turning attachment. So before we look at the individual parts, let's look at the specification. So turning between centres, you've got 610mm, which is 24 inch. With the bed extension added, that gives you another 520mm on top. So 1130mm, which is just over 44 inch. Then we come to the bollwork. So over the bed, we've got 410mm, which is 16 inch. And then with the headstock swung round, it gives you an impressive 39 inch, which is 1000mm. So let's have a look at the individual parts. So if you look at the electrics first, you can see the control panel underneath, which is the isolator on and off. That's positioned on the legs for safety, so it's tucked up out of the way. And if we turn that on, there's obviously power comes to the unit. Now the control pad is magnetised, so we can take that off and put it back wherever required, and you can see it's quite substantial. And then you've got your emergency stop, the speed control, the direction forward and reverse, and then the start button. So if you select the forward or the reverse and then select the control panel, the green button, which makes it go, obviously the machine starts up operation, and you can control the speed that's required before we turn off. Just a quick look on the inside of the Envoy. You can see you've got the hand wheel, 4-prong drive, the faceplate that's covering up the M33 thread with a number 2 Morse taper, and very similar to the record Coronet Herald, where we've got a 3-step pulley for your speed ratio, the indexing on the pulley as well, and also for safety we've got a limit switch here. So while ever the lid's open, obviously there's no power to the machine, the lid needs to be closed for that to connect up to get power back to the machine, so we can't be in there while the motor's running. There's a ratchet handle at the back which takes the tension off to bring the belt and the motor towards you to change over from one pulley to the other. When it's on the desired pulley, we just drop it back down, let the weight of the motor do the tension, so there's just a bit of give in it, about a 1/4 inch movement, and then we can lock back up with the ratchet handle. So that's the insides of the Envoy with a 1.5 kilowatt motor. So we've just got a quick shot of the rear of the Coronet Envoy, the attachment for the outrigger, and it's located on a dovetail with bolts underneath, so you can adjust the height slightly to suit your own height. Then you can come round and you can see the banjo, the ball rest with the 2 locking handles, one for moving the swivel round, then one for adjusting the banjo itself into position. If you look on top, again you can see the hand wheel at the back with the motor, and then you've got the adjustment for the indexing on the top of the head. So here we have the Coronet Envoy, the little project we've got on the ball turning. You can see it's set up with the outrigger, the head swivel round, and the ball mounted on a choke with the ball rest in front ready to turn. We've got it set on the pulley for maximum torque, running at around 230. Obviously can speed that up to balance the work out, but while we're in that position there, you can also see that we've got the bed extension on if we want to do any spindle work, the longer work, and how easy the tailstock operates across, making full use of the 520 bed extension. So if you've got any more questions on the Coronet Envoy, If you like to send them for us, we'll do our best to answer them.